be live? I think we are. Okay. I think we are. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I think we're live. Hold on. Check this. Real quick. Okay. Yeah. So sorry if I'm a little quiet, guys. By the way, just so you know, I might be a little bit quiet. I might be a little bit loud too. Hold on. I don't know. It depends how it turns out, but you know. Anyways. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Let me turn that hear myself thing off. Okay. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Stud. I see you in the chat. So this is gonna be a relatively serious stream. It's going to be more why am I Jake? It's gonna be more of a serious things that I kind of wanted to get out and say. Um, but I haven't had the I guess ability. Hold on. Is this better? Hold on. That might be better for my mic. Is that better? Is that better, guys? In chat? Is that better? Is it? I'm gonna say it is. I'm gonna say it is. I don't know. I can't hear it. So, I'm gonna say it's better though. I'm gonna turn this hold on. My mic. Is that better? I'm just gonna keep the music off. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say the mic's better. Anyways, hi guys. Hi. I don't know if there's anyone in chat, but well, anyways, I wanted to make this. Oh, there's 4 people in chat actually. I wanted to make this stream to talk about not really personal things. Some of it I'm gonna talk into personal, closer to the end of the stream. But as of right now, I really just wanted to talk about stuff that I've been feeling the need to talk about. Well, not the need, but like stuff I've been kind of wanting to talk about. Uh, Not really like personal stuff, I guess. Um, and okay, the first thing I want to get into, which is something I've been thinking about making a video about for a minute on the Riley MC channel, but I think I might just go ahead and say it here. It's a kind of thought I've been having, and it's the reality of being not a Minecraft FNAF YouTuber, but a Minecraft YouTuber in general. Being a Minecraft YouTuber is a crazy space for multiple reasons. Multiple reasons. And I'm pretty sure Fox has been talking about it in some of their streams, but I haven't watched all of them all the way through. I have the stream Fox is doing right now on my second monitor. I'm sort of listening in, but I'm for the most part just, you know. My game is so laggy. Um but the reality of being a Minecraft YouTuber is like it's not easy. It's not. It's not. The it for now you might be thinking, what? Being a Minecraft YouTuber is easy. You just need to sit behind the camera and record. That's not what I'm talking about. It is an easy job. Like if you got paid the same you'd get paid for a 9 to 5, then that would be a steal of a job. But it's not so much the physical aspect of it. It's more of the mental and emotional side of it that really roots deep because the main thing in you go on Twitter right now, search up any Minecraft YouTuber's name. There's stuff about them. There is stuff about them. Like you research God. What's a popular Minecraft YouTuber? Dream. He's had multiple allegations. He's disproved a ton of them, but he still has allegations about him. And even if you're a small Minecraft YouTuber, you can feel that because you know you here. Let me say that. Let me tell this in a story way or a narrative way. You're young. You have a huge inspiration for being like your idols. All right. You are a huge inspiration. You want to be you want to be you want to be like your idols that you watch. All right. So eventually, when you afford the the time, when you get the time, you get the people, you um you you get these friends who share similar interests with you, who are really awesome people, really awesome people. But guess what? You want to hang out with them. You think they're so cool. They have an amazing personality. You don't think much of it. Boom. You find out they did something bad. Whether it's talk to minors if they're an adult, or if they I don't know what's or if they commit the R word. Bad stuff like that. You find out about this person, and they were your really good friend. But you find out the stuff about them, and then you're like, huh, I like this person. They're my friend. They're really nice. I'm gonna turn my game capture off. However, however, they did something bad. You can't be friends with them for your own reputation and also for your morality. It's you can't. You just can't hang out with them anymore. And you go through this cycle in your head and you think, well, what if maybe they, you know, didn't mean it, or it was an accident, or they didn't know what they were doing. Stuff like that. It runs through your head because this person you used to know so goddamn well, you didn't know this side of them. And it's way worse than having your favorite YouTuber do something bad. Because this isn't your favorite YouTuber. This isn't your favorite, actor. This is your friend. This is your friend that did these horrible things, and you had no knowledge of it. And you find it out, and people are like, okay, you're friends with that person. Does that mean you're bad as well? And it's overall very a very stressful situation. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to play Minecraft. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna be able to play Minecraft. Did Fox end their stream? Did Fox end their stream? I think they did. They might have ended their stream. I don't know. Or my opera's frozen. But anyways, and so you you have to leave this person. You can't talk to this person anymore. You can't talk to them. You can't interact with them publicly or behind the scenes. You can't because they're bad. So you have to drop them. And then it happens to another one of your friends. And then another. And then you find out that you surrounded yourself with problematic people, had no clue about it until you found it all out at once and found out that they were all bad people. And it pains you a significant. It's not an easy thing. It's not a it's not easy. But it's the life of a Minecraft YouTuber. If you get the perfect life, then maybe you don't surround yourself with people that you didn't know were problematic. Maybe they don't have these things said about them, these rumors, these allegations, whatever you want to say. Um, and yeah, it's fucking, it hurts. And then, you think they changed because they come back to you months later or whatever, and you think they changed, but they didn't. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they haven't. They haven't changed a single bit. And it's so bad. I But it's how it is to be a Minecraft YouTuber. And I've been having that run in my thoughts recently. I was the time Robbie's World ended, around that time, was was it was the lowest time of my life that I had in years. It Around the Robbie's World finale, it was the worst time of my life. I lost half of my friends. Everyone hated me. I found out stuff I did wrong that I didn't realize. Other friends, a totally different friend group, finds out I did this bad thing and they condemn me for it. That was months ago, and they just I lost a ton of my friends over here. Let me count it out. One, two, three, four, five. Five of my friends. I five of my friends I lost because 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 they hated me. Quite frankly, they didn't like me. They didn't. I put myself through an endless kind of standard that I need to be better. And then I think, finally, I'm doing something great. I'm on the right track. I'm making something I like. And then I find out stuff of me or of other people, and it derails my whole mental state. But I can't show that. I don't want to show that. I don't like showing that side of me. Ever. I don't like showing it. So I keep it tucked inside my heart. And I I keep going. But that doesn't make it better, ladies and gentlemen. Doing all of that, but keeping it locked in, whether it's a book, whether it's your book, your diary, your your friend, your own heart, your own soul, it doesn't help. And the more and more it piles up, the more not only do you blame yourself, but you blame others. You blame others because you think that they're the problem. And then that makes other people not want to be around you, and that ruins your mental state, and it's an endless cycle. And you can go to therapy, you can try to get help, but therapy is not only expensive where I live, it doesn't help at all. They don't understand your problems, and I don't want to talk my problems to these people because because they're just random people. They're people who don't have the full context. They don't know what I'm feeling. They don't have the experience. And it's so fucking painful. The and at that point of uh what was it? I think it was March, maybe. February, March. When the around the time Robbie's World came out, or the Robbie's World finale came out. Um it was it was, quite frankly, the lowest point. It was that I've had in a long time. It was not the best. Because of those reasons. And I've had bad moments, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to know, 2020 to 2020, late 2023, I was not social. I did not go out. I had school, but COVID, like half of that was COVID. I couldn't go outside. And when I went back, I was the weird kid because I didn't dress properly. I didn't do this properly. I didn't do that properly, and people judged me for it. People judged me for it. They condemned me for it, and it it's just so I had no social skills. And then I joined a role play. I've always been good. I've always not good, sorry. I didn't mean to say good. I've always been um I've always been a role player. I've always loved role playing. It's a it's my favorite thing to do. And I did that alone for probably those 2020 2020 to 2023. I'd role play on Worldbox, Gary's Mod, Minecraft, all by myself. So I didn't have a role play then. No, I didn't. My old YouTube channel was me and my sock puppet. I'm not joking you. My first ever YouTube channel was me and my old sock puppet. And and even the sock puppet was against me on that channel because it was the villain of the story. And it was it's funny. I know it's humorous. It's very humorous. It's absolutely humorous. But it's still. And then eventually I started up Robbie's World. I think late 2022 I met Bonnie. Um and then I started Robbie's World, give or take, late 2023 with the help of Bonnie. And because I met Bonnie on Roblox, by the way. Cool fun fact. I met Bonnie on Roblox 2022. I want to say late 2022. Um and we became friends. He was my first ever genuine friend, was Bonnie. He was my first ever genuine friend that I had a deep connection with, that understood me, that understood me for me. And I appreciate him for that. And I don't I appreciate Bonnie. I cut him a lot of slack because of it. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but I cut him a lot of slack because Bonnie's been there for a long time, and I and then of course my next best friend was Puppet, or Jester. He was my next genuine friend, and he helped me. Well, not only did he grow my channel, of course, he did that. He grew my channel exponentially, but that was not the important part. He was he was a cool friend. And then after I met Jester, I met so many cool people. I met Fizzy. I met Clone. I met Alex. I met a ton of other cool people. And then for the first time in a long time, I was surrounded by friends. I had a friend group. And then of course I joined AFMC and was a part of the AFMC friend group. But even to this day, I'm still in the AFMC friend group. It does not live up to how the Robbie's World friend group was. Between me, Jester, Puppet, Clone, and all of them, that was peak. And then I met Fox, of course. And, you know, Fox is older than me. by a bit. Fox is older than me, but Fox was me, but by the time I met Bonnie, basically, Fox seemed to not have social skills, but like not have a lot of experience socially. Was very socially awkward, very ecstatic, very um just it Fox was a cool person. It was very it, and I saw Fox as like sort of like older me. Not older me, but like, you know what I mean by that. And it's it was um and then yeah. So after a bit of time, Robbie's World. After a bit of time where like of course the Robbie's World series grew and the cast grew and the friend group grew. Um and um around October, November, December ish was when things got very um it was it was not good. A lot of bad stuff happened around end of summer to end of 2024, but I tried so hard to keep the Robbie's Road series going. I tried so hard to keep my friend group going. I tried so hard to keep everything going to the point where eventually it got like too much and I still kept trying. And then I had a huge what the fuck was that? A huge basically what is this? Okay. I had a huge mental breakdown basically. Um and it was kind of it was a bad mental breakdown basically. I didn't let anybody know about it. I didn't show any signs of it. I didn't I kept it all to myself. And eventually that kind of forced me to express my emotions in a terrible way, and I expressed them by being mean to other people basically. I I made I got so mad at other people and took out my anger on them when they didn't deserve it. They didn't deserve it at all. They didn't do anything wrong, but I still took it out on them. And then at the same time, I lost trust in a lot of my friends. I lost trust in general, kind of, because I so much stuff happened, and I was like so pushed and pulled, and I lost probably about 4 out of the 5 friends at this time, and um and they left, and they told me why they left, and they said all this to me that half of it I didn't know affected them that deep, and that resulted in the eventual finale of Robbie's World, which was really rushed. I If you watch the video, you'll see how rushed it was. Well, it wasn't rushed to the standpoint of like it was rushed because we had to do it fast. We had we had to do it fast. Um because we didn't have a lot of people. We had like, I think it was 6 people probably max in the 6 at highest, probably in the Robbie's World server. Um and it was not, but I had a huge argument with one of my friends. They did something impulsive, which led to a huge argument, which eventually got resolved. But it was a huge argument with one of my best friends, and they told me a lot of stuff that I didn't I didn't know. That I some of the stuff they told me I knew could have probably, like, I didn't know it affected them, basically. I knew it was something that was happening, but I didn't think it affected them at all. Um and they told me also random stuff that I had no clue of. And then they criticized me on some stuff, and it was basically just a huge back and forth argument, to the point where we basically kind of ended our friendship. We still worked together, um, but we weren't friends by any means. We weren't friends, and that friendship has slowly repaired given the last few, like, month or so, but it's not repaired. It's not. It hasn't at all. Um, but not to the same point it was, but, like, I don't know. But it resulted in me changing a lot of this stuff I do, noticing a lot of the stuff I do more, and kind of working on myself. And then when I felt like I was at the point of being somewhat mentally healthy again, I gave in more effort to stuff. I restarted Robbie's World, of course, and I did all this, I did all that, and I had actual motivation now. Well, I didn't have motivation really from anything, but I had the spirit to do stuff, and that alone was enough for me. So yeah, and I guess just now I stand here with most of the friends I lost being back, and some even new people, two new people actually becoming my friends, that because of friends, of course, and yeah, and me repairing my friendship with these people, and I am in no ways perfect. No one is perfect. Fox isn't perfect. Bonnie isn't perfect. Um, Clone isn't perfect. Uh, Jester isn't perfect. A lot of people, no one actually is really perfect. Like, no one is the best. No one is perfect at all by any means. But saying that I'm not perfect is not an excuse that you should use when you do bad stuff. When you do stuff that are universally considered bad. And um it but I'm not perfect. Um I have my bad qualities, and most of them I've tried fixing. And I've fixed, actually, a lot of the quote unquote bad qualities I've had. I fixed them. I fixed a lot of them. I think so, at least. And most of the people, because I fixed these qualities, came back. They gave me a second chance. Let they started caring again. And I'll never be able to perfectly fix everything, like, that people have d- complained about or told me about, because there's some things you can't change, sadly. But it's fine, I guess. And I guess now I'm at a somewhat stable point. And now I can edit, and I have the motivation to edit. I have the motivation to stream. I'm gonna start streaming again. I'm gonna stream VR chat actually in 2 hours or 3 hours maybe. I don't know. I have that motivation again, and it's really good. It's really cool, and I'm so happy for it. And yeah, um, so I guess final note. I guess um, don't don't if you want to make friends with people that like like you for you and do not like you conditionally, because that's a mistake I made. I haven't m- I haven't I've made that mistake before a lot of times. There will be some people who look like they care you for you, and but they don't. If they don't care about you because of who you are and nothing else, they're not a good friend, and you should not be friends with them. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my final note, because I've also been thinking about that too. But I wish I could say a lot more. I wish I could be in a. I know I've been like jambling and like basically just been um very unfocused, I guess you can tell in the stream, and like unorganized. But I just kind of want to say a lot of this stuff eventually, and I feel like if I didn't, something would happen. So I just want to get out here. I am going to stream VR chat in a few hours, and I'm gonna stream tomorrow for my birthday stream. Which, if anyone has any ideas for my birthday stream, I will make a community post right now, actually, where you can go leave your comments about what you think I should do for my birthday stream. Um, and yeah, any I might make a community post talking about some other stuff. I'm going to have to talk with three of my friends in about an hour about some stuff. That I I wouldn't say is to the same level of the stuff I've talked about here. Eventually, I'm gonna need to talk to those people about some stuff, but not right now. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this listening to me ramble, and I hope you will eventually enjoy the stream I do soon. It's going to be probably in 2 to 3 hours, probably three, or 2 minutes and 30, or 2 hours and 30 minutes. I don't know. I'll make a community post when like 30 minutes before stream.